Gentlelady from Vermont is recognized. Recognize you, Mick. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I first want to thank the members of the committee who have spent time to move this much-needed legislation forward, and I will, of course, be supporting it. Trafficking survivors deserve a federal legal pathway to clear their record. And many states, like Vermont, my home state, has already taken these steps, and I'm glad that finally on the federal level we see that there has to be a tool for survivors to remove convictions from their records. So I am grateful that we're working in a bipartisan manner. And the effort is rightly focused on the victims. But you know, I've been sitting here for hours, and a couple times I actually just had to leave because sometimes it feels in here like it's a game and we're trying to one-up each other. And just looking around the room earlier, 1 in 5 women in this country are going to experience sexual abuse or rape in their lifetime. That means members of the committee, members of the staff, members of the public, members of the press who have been in here continue to struggle with their experiences. And we heard from the victims last week who said, what we want is for people to listen to us, to listen to our stories. And it was a bipartisan group of women. And there were Republican women who showed real courage on that day, who stood up in front of cameras and in front of the press and said it isn't about politics or one-upping each other. It's about our lives. And we sit in this committee and we forget, people watch what we do here. Girls, teenagers, women who have been abused, they watch what we do here and they watch to see if we are taking their experiences seriously. And it's shocking to me, with every little bit of information that comes out about what was in that birthday book. Let's just look at the birthday book that was released this week. Those men knew exactly what was going on, and they condoned it. Powerful men were protecting powerful men, and it continues to go on in Congress. Powerful people are protecting powerful people, and I don't care where the evidence goes. These women deserve to have all of the information released, not just what the committee down the hall decides is going to be released. They deserve to have everything into the light of day, to have the sunlight be shown. And we have a responsibility to stand up for those women. And, you know, I was sitting here looking at all of our records in terms of like how many of us have kids. And on that side of the aisle, I counted 50 kids and over 10 grandkids. I know if I did the same count over here, I'd get a similar outcome. If you are not willing to risk anything as a member of Congress, if you are not willing to risk your seat, then you are not brave. Courage takes actually risking something. And it took real courage for those people to stand up last week and say to the President of the United States, come down here. We are not a hoax. Our experiences are not a hoax. And every time you say it, it is a hurtful thing to us. So if you can't do it, it says something about your willingness to show real courage in this job. Every day I wake up and I walk towards this building and I say, I will never, ever think, what if I lose my seat over this vote? What if I lose my donor support? What if the president does not stand with me? Again, if you're not risking something, then you are not showing courage. And I can't believe that we just need one more vote now with this member coming. We need one more person, one more signature. All it says is release all of the information and let's see where it takes us. I think we owe these women this, especially after the raw deal they got from Acosta. Let's try to make it right here. And I hope and pray that someday you do not need to look into the eyes of your kids when they realize you did not stand with the victims. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Question.